Hi guys. I got the message that I need to tell you something, and that's like if we don't know what the meaning of life actually is, this is for you. Because in today's world, we are in a chaos a bit, looking around and not knowing what is what, not understanding the whole picture, quite confused, I would say. And what we are actually what do we actually have to do is that we have to find a new perspective, because that perspective will shift us from the confused state to clarity. And there is only one perspective we can find in ourselves, because it's already there. We just have to leave the old perspectives which are not functional, and we know they are not functional because they were functional in the old system, but now we are in the new system and we need new perspective. And this perspective is the perspective of our soul, because our soul knows exactly what we want, what we need, what is the best for us. And by merging with this perspective, we will gain all of it. We will forget about all of our desires, because they will be taken by our soul, because actually we have these desires because of our soul. Our soul is the higher element of our whole being, and it knows what we want. It actually is giving us the ideas what we want, and so it knows the best. And for us to shift our perspective in our soul and to see it through the same scope is the best thing what we can do. And to give an example of this, imagine like flat earth, with not that flat earthers, but like you're on the flat ground, okay? And you have a scope and you're looking around with the scope, you're just looking like that, and you see a certain angle, and in that angle that seems like a truth. Then something happens and you make you, how to say it, you shift to different angle, and then you see different truth, then you shift to different one, and bit by bit you're just like taking whole perspective, but it's never whole, because you get just pieces, in many cases contradicting, because we are in duality. That's better said. And so the thing is that from the horizontal plane, we need to move to the vertical one and to see at all things from above, because in that moment we see the whole. We see the whole game, we see the whole scenery, we see all of it. That's what's the new perspective about. So when we leave the old perspectives, which are actually hindering us from seeing the whole thing, leaving one by one, then we can go up and we see through the unity perspective. And so I just invite you now to open to this, because it's not like right away, right? It has to be step by step, like really leaving that and opening to the new. So this is the step of opening to the new. So what I found out, what I realized is that every one of us, we should just move our life's goal actually to merge with that soul perspective, because that will lead us to everything we want, everything we ever wanted, and even more, much more, because our imagination is very narrowed. Our soul, from that perspective, it sees so much, so many possibilities, so many options, and it knows what will make us happy. If we want to make some desire of ours, we will put all the effort in that, and when it happens, it's limited because it was limited by our imagination in the first place, and we put so much work to work it to that, you know, and then we got just tiny little bit of what we could have if we just drop all of it. And when we drop all of it, much more comes because we are free. We don't need anything. We don't actually even want anything. And then there is another topic I'd like to talk about later. Moving from, like I call it, like spoiled wanting to needing and to wanting, mature wanting, and then to actually not wanting anything. And that's the way I believe personally, which we should go. And this is a bit spoiler for another video. So see you there. I hope this found you somehow in a good mood and it inspired you somehow. Just really, if it resonates, just open to it. That's all we need to do. Just open to a possibility that our perspective could merge with our soul's perspective without us doing anything, without wanting anything, because everything comes from the soul automatically after we merge with that, because we become the light itself. Enlightenment in Western terms. So yeah, that will be all. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Take care.